Hi, my name is Marnie Edelhart. I'm the VP of Content with Momentum Events, here with Lora DiCarlo, the founder and CEO of Lora DiCarlo. And Laura's going to be one of our keynote speakers at the SX Tech Summit coming up July 28th and 29th. And we're really excited to have her here to share a little bit of insight in advance of the event. Hi, Lora.
Hi, how are you doing, Marnie?
I am doing great. How are you doing?
Not bad. We're starting to hit that heat wave, so and tank top today.
Yeah, definitely. Sleeveless all the time right now.
Yeah, new normal. Fine with
it. So I'd love to start, if you could talk a little bit about how do you define your brand?
Very specifically, actually. We have a brand promise, and we literally just define that as we want to be able to change how society views sex through products that empower sexual exploration as a part of a pleasurable, healthy, everyday life. So those brand principles are, and I'm sure you know this because if you know anything about the history of Lora DiCarlo, we are absolutely unapologetic. We're very technology driven, and we try our best to be inspirational, and we're always curious. I always want to know how we can be better.
Wonderful. So are you a primarily e-commerce brand?
We are, yes. Actually entirely B2C right now, and we are rolling out our B2B capabilities as we speak, and we are actually hoping to become a worldwide brand by the end of 2020.
Wow, that is very exciting. So what are some of the e-commerce challenges that you faced with this brand?
Well, censorship, obviously. I mean, women and people with vaginas and femme-facing sexuality have all been historically marginalized for eons. We shame companies for using women's sexuality and to sell their products, but that actually have nothing to do with sexuality. And while we actually demonize female sexuality itself. So it's kind of this weird Madonna whore complex. You can be sexual when it suits men, but we have to be chaste when our sexuality distracts them. So we're kind of tied up in what men find appealing, no matter which way you slice it. But we're not actually invited to the table to talk about it. It's a microcosm of how society responds to the very idea of female sexual empowerment. We censor it, we dismiss it, we look the other way, or we look right at it and we call it slutty. So we actually aim to change that. We provide products and services that actually empower all kinds of humans to boldly embrace their sexuality through self-exploration and education. But very specifically, where e-commerce is concerned, we've run into a lot of roadblocks. We've actually run into problems with payment platforms, with billing platforms, with social media platforms, and censorship. It runs the gamut, and there is literally a laundry list of services that we've had the doors shut in our face simply because we are a company that provides products for human sexuality.
Yeah, it seems like censorship comes in when women try and take the sexuality and take ownership of it for themselves. As long as men are controlling.
There's a trend
here. Big trend. So what are some of the big gaps you see in marketing support and opportunities for the sex tech industry specifically?
I think I can kind of sum that up with one word. It's mainstream. Every human on this planet is sexual in some way or another, but we have created what some kind of define as a niche industry. I wouldn't, because, and that's kind of tucked away in a corner, and it's been like that for decades, eons. And the truth is that the sex tech industry is one of the fastest growing industries on the planet right now, falling under the ever-expanding health and wellness category. Sex tech is actually expected to grow from around 17 billion in 2016 to over 50 billion by 2025. For comparison, the erectile dysfunction market only grabs about 6 billion of that market share comparatively. So I see sex tech and the entire industry having a plethora of similarities to yoga and mindfulness, that entire space almost about 15 years ago, where it was once thought of to be weird and quite stigmatized. Now it's flourishing. So really, I think our biggest roadblock is thinking we have to be in this industry. No, we don't. We can be in the entire health and wellness industry, and I'm actually intent on pushing sexual health and wellness into the mainstream spotlight, and that's part of the work that we do.
Excellent. And so I think that really leads into our final question, but where does Lora DiCarlo as a brand fit into a greater mission for the future of sex tech?
I love this because I'm like, I want the world. Everything, all of it. And they're like, just size it down. Let's scope it down a little, Laura. And I'm like, okay. So our vision is actually to become the leader in a sexually equitable world, to be a thought leader and a primary driver in a sexually equitable world where individuality is celebrated and sexual exploration is praised, not demonized. We believe that sexuality informs identity, and when we're secure in our own identities, that builds confidence. That confidence is what empowers us to go out and change the world for the better, each in our own way. So even our social purpose, our social mission is rooted in gender equity through empowerment, through sexual empowerment. We're empowering people of all genders to explore, educate, love, and accept themselves and others. And that provides them and everyone with the confidence to create a more equitable world.
I love that. A sexually equitable world. What a beautiful phrase, and what a great note to end on.
One can hope.
Well, Laura, thank you so much. I know I'm really looking forward to your keynote at the SX Tech Summit. If you listening are interested, please register at sxtechsummit.com. And Laura, thank you very much for your time today.
Thank you so much, Marnie. I hope to see
All
you
right,
soon.
have a great rest of your day. Bye.
You too. Bye.